All right, in this video, I'm going to go over how you can use Python in Visual Studio Code. I made a video about this a little while back, but it's worth updating because some things have changed. And so what you would need to do is first make sure you have Visual Studio Code. I'll provide the link to their website. You're just going to click on the download for the operating system you have. If you're using a Mac, it's going to download this zip file. Download button will look like this, and you just double click on this to decompress it, uncompress it, I guess, and you'll have a Visual Studio Code.app file. You can put this in your applications folder if you want, and just open it like you do any other application on your computer. You also need to check, you might want to check in terminal window and see if you have Python. You can put in Python 3 -- version, and if you get a return of something like 3 point whatever, that means you have Python. You're good to go. If you don't, you're going to want to go to this website. Again, I'll provide the link. Download. There's like a little download button at the top of this page. It'll download this .pkg file. Just double click on that and install it like you do any software on your computer. And then you're ready to go. We could go ahead and open VS Code, and then you're going to go to the extensions part where you can do Command Shift X or Control Shift X if you're on a Windows. And so just so you can see that, or you can just click this icon here. This takes you to extensions. And you're going to type in Python. And this is the one you're going to want to install. It's by Microsoft. There's also an extension pack. I recommend you install that as well. And those are the two libraries the two extensions that you should install, and you'll be good to go. If you want to, just double check to see that Python is so what I'll recommend is after you install these, you restart, quit out of Visual Studio Code, then restart. But if you want to, you can hit Command Shift P and then type in here Python select interpreter. This should start showing up. You can click on that and just see that you have Python in here, and then you're good to go. You can press escape to get out of that window, and this gets you back into your files and folders. Oh, it's worth mentioning that you're going to want to create a project to work out of, and what I recommend is you create a folder on your desktop or somewhere on your computer that you feel like you want to store your files, and then go into actually, I'll say name it something that makes sense. I called mine Python folder, as you see here. Then go into VS Code and go to File, Open Folder. It should look like this. Find that folder that you just created, select it, and then when you go into, then you'll come into something like this. You'll just have Python folder here. You won't have these things here, but you can click the little plus sign here for new file and create a Python file. Anything, you give it any name and just type .py, and that's a Python file. And the last thing is you can start coding away in Python, and to run your code, just save it, Command S, and you can press this little play button to run it, and here it is down here, the results of what you run. If you need something to show up in the console, it'll be down here, and that's it. That's all there is to it. In future videos, I'll show you some interesting things you can do with Python, but I do recommend you use Visual Studio. It's a great IDE for working with Python projects and different libraries. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I hope this is helpful.